Let's make sourdough. So step 1 is opening your awesome bread starter kit from Country Life Natural Foods. This kit includes a sourdough starter of your choice, a dough whisk, a dough scraper, a non-stick proofing basket, and of course, the flour. Trust me, you'll want all 10 pounds. Next step is to begin your starter. Inside the sourdough starter bag, you will find the step-by-step instructions of how to prepare the starter in case you can't remember all the details in this video. So to begin the starter on day 1, you will need a large mason jar and start with 1 tablespoon of flour and 1 tablespoon of water, and then mix it all together with the sourdough starter. Then you're going to cover with a towel and let it sit in a warm place for 8 to 24 hours. The next day you will repeat with the same process, but this time you'll use 2 tablespoons of flour and 2 tablespoons of water. Mix and cover again and let it sit in a warm place for 8 to 24 hours. On day 3, you'll repeat the same process, but this time with a half a cup of flour and a half a cup of water. Cover again and let it sit in a warm place for 8 to 24 hours. Yep, you're going to repeat this process with a half a cup of flour and a half a cup of water until day 7, or until bubbles start forming on your starter and the jar is full. Now it's time to make the bread. First pour 2 1/3 cup of sourdough starter into a bowl. Then add 3 1/3 cup of flour, a scant tablespoon of salt, and 1 to 1.5 cups of water depending on the consistency of your starter. I used about 1 cup for mine. Mix this with the nifty dough whisk, which I actually used for the first time here, and I gotta say I love it because the dough doesn't stick to it like you would with like a spatula. Next you're gonna add some flour to a flat clean surface and use your handy dandy dough scraper to place the dough on top. You're gonna knead the dough for about 10 to 20 minutes, and you can add a bit more flour if you find the dough is a little bit sticky. And you'll get an arm workout, and you keep kneading and kneading until your dough is elastic and you can see a light through it when you stretch it out without breaking. Then you can tuck in the dough and form it into a nice shape to fit into your proofing basket. Let it rise for 6 to 24 hours. The next day it should have grown and it'll be ready to finally place in the bread tin. So you're gonna wanna score it so it has a nice design and bake it at 400 Fahrenheit for 30 to 60 minutes, and ta-da! You've made bread!